Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming here to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 4 Episode 12, The Gloom Soon Becomes Ashes. So we're just going to get right onto it. I'm pressed for time, gotta get going. So I'm just going to kick things off with Debbie and Osama. So last week we seen Debbie and Osama go to Osama's family house to meet the mom and dad and the sister and whatever, and surprisingly they approved and everything. However, there's still some secrets or some misunderstandings that were not addressed, and they were addressed in this episode. Debbie goes back to the house, it goes back to Osama's parents' house and gives them gifts and stuff and everything. And apparently, Osama gave the family the impression that she was going to bring him to America and get a visa to go to America. Now, remember at the beginning of the season, Osama had told Debbie that she wanted to go. He wanted her to go back to America in a couple months and stuff, and that was a whole big ordeal and stuff. And now, I guess he told his family that she was going to get him a visa, which wasn't the case. Debbie said she's been living here forever, and that's why also another reason why she wanted to go back. She wanted to tell the family that she's moving here forever. And the sister was like, "Are you okay with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have zero problem with it." Okay, cool, whatever. So then later, Debbie and Osama go and ride another camel or goat or whatever, and Debbie starts singing. They go to his family's farm, and they start riding this goat, and Debbie starts singing to it, and she gets on it and starts riding it, and she falls off the goat. I'm like, dang, Debbie, you gonna fall off a goat? You're 67 years old. You can't be riding goats and falling off like that. She literally fell off the goat, and I'm glad she was able to get back up and everything. So then, she was singing to it, Rhoda fell off and everything. Then her and Osama started painting, and she started singing again, and I think Osama started to get really upset. So after that, Osama got really frustrated, and then he was just like, and then Debbie started talking about their future plans, and all of a sudden, Osama just got really defensive and really angry. He was just like, "You got mental issues and everything." And all that, and Debbie was like, "How do I have mental issues when I'm just talking about our future and stuff?" And and then they got into a big debate about, am I coming to America or not? And she was like, "No, that was not the plan and everything. That was not the plan, and I don't know why you basically told your family that and everything." So yeah, so now they're at it. So I don't know if this was a misunderstanding, or if it's just, or Osama was just lying. I don't know, but I don't know how in the world they went from the way they were in the last couple of weeks to where they are now. So, and judging by the previews for next week, I think things are about to hit rock bottom for them. So I'm hoping they don't. I hope they figure it out, but I don't know. So that was pretty intense. Next couple I want to talk is Jen and Rishi. So I'm over this couple, because now, actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm not over Jen and Rishi. I'm over Jen's friends. So Jen is really determined, and last week Jen's friends came to India and everything, confronted Rishi about the picture and whatever, and he kind of cleaned everything up with it. But now the topic is about the parents and the arranged marriage thing. Now, this episode starts off with Jen running off from the dinner that they were having, and the friends basically going to comfort her and everything because Rishi didn't. And one of Jen's friends was like, "You should go check on her," but since you're not going to do it, I guess I can and everything. And I'm just like, well, she's right about that one, but still. So then now what they wanted to do is apparently Rishi's timeline isn't adding up. One day he said that they only want one. The parents are only looking for one person. Then it became two and three and everything. And I guess he was telling Jen something completely different and everything. And now Jen is really frustrated with that. So now Jen wants the friends to help now. So they go to this like little like Indian dancing type club place, and and develop a plan on how to tell Rishi's parents. So what they're gonna do is they hired a translator, and the translator comes, and Jen was just like, "Oh dang, this lady who's the translator, she's gorgeous. I hope Rishi's family don't want her to be in an arranged marriage and stuff." But the plan is that Jen's friends are going to tell Rishi's family that they are engaged, and the translator is going to translate that for them and everything. Jen had to tell the translator all the details and everything, and translator's like, this is going to be a lot for me to translate, so fingers crossed and everything. Now, my opinion about this is that Jen's friends are starting to get a little bit too involved here. It is not their place to tell Rishi's family that they are engaged. It is not their place at all. They could be there for moral support and like persuade them, like if things don't go well, but it is not their right to tell Rishi's family. Like, remember a few weeks ago when Jen had to get her had her like visa renewed and everything, and she met with the immigration lawyer in Colombia, and the immigration lawyer said that this is crazy American behavior. Well, I'm starting to think he was right about that. I found that offensive when he said that a little bit, but now seeing Jen's friends and stuff, and coming to India and just taking over and just about to like culturally do something that's not right. I don't think that's cool. It's really not cool, and I think that Jen's friends, especially that Randy girl, really needs to mind her own business. We confronted her about her catfishing. It was nothing really bad and everything. They cleared it up. Rishi even said last week that when girls send him a message, he if they start getting a little too flirty, they block him. He even showed Jen and the family the messages that they sent, and he didn't even hide them and stuff and everything. And that was that. So Jen felt better about that, and so that should be it. So I don't know, that Randy girl, the other friend don't really is okay, but that Randy girl is starting to get is I don't know. I'm not feeling her. I'm really not feeling her. Other YouTubers are thinking that she might have a crush on Rishi, and I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think she's just trying to do everything she can to prove that he's not right for Jen. And again, that's not cool. That's not cool. And so again, I know Jen had mentioned on her social media that she wants everybody to stop attacking Randy. Okay, fair enough. But just how it's coming out, I'm just calling it as I see it, and I don't like it. I really think that she needs to mind her own business when it comes to this. Like, we cleared everything up with her. Now the rest should be just only Jen and Rishi. That's just that. So we left with the cliffhanger of them going to the parents' house in the car with the translator, driving them, all three of them, to Rishi's family's house to tell them that they are engaged. And this is going to be interesting. So I don't know that. Yeah, I'm moving on. I'm over it with Jen and Rishi and Jen's friends. Next couple I want to talk is Nicole and Mahood. So this episode, Nicole and Mahood. Nicole starts. We didn't see Nicole and Mahood last week. She starts off as saying that Naran. She liked Naran, but she did attack her husband, and maybe it wasn't a good idea to be friends with to be friends with someone that attacked her husband. Oh, boo-hoo. She, dang on well, she was right. And okay, I'll give you this. Like, you didn't want to see your husband get attacked and everything, but dang on well that you enjoyed that. Nicole, let's just be real. Let's just be real. I enjoyed that. And you enjoyed that, but okay, I'll give you this. You're a good wife. You're a good wife. You don't want to see your husband get attacked, so you're a good wife. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I mean that. You are a good wife, Nicole. But now she's still wanting to go back to America. So this episode, she meets with Mahout's sister-in-law, who came from China and converted to Islamic, and they went to the market. And Nicole does not know how to grocery shop in like Egypt, basically. So the sister-in-law took her around, and they went to this market and had to get this like live chicken. Hopefully they didn't kill it, because that would have been awful to see. And they had to charge you some prices for that. Now, some of these chicken prices, they were only like $2, two to $5. I think they're very, very cheap, very cheap. But it kind of reminded me back on Happily Ever After when Jenny went to the market by herself, and they got it like this bag for $15, which was way too much for Jenny. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. And even on Pillow Talk, she was like, yeah, this just reminded me. And when you go to those kind of places, they really try to scam you. So they went to a live market. They got a couple little groceries. The sister-in-law was trying to teach her how to shop in Egypt and everything, and really know your prices and everything. So then after they went shopping, and her and the sister-in-law started talking, she's like, I love Mahout, but I kind of want to go back to America. It's just not working out for me here, and I don't mind bringing him, and she said that they did apply for like a spousal visa, but like nothing came out of it yet. So, the sister-in-law was just like, you need to talk to Mahout. So Nicole and Mahout, they meet up. They wanted to go purchase a cat. They go to this little pet store, and there was like a lot of cats there, and they wanted to purchase a cat. And Nicole was just like, I don't know if I want to get a cat, because like I'm thinking about moving, and yeah, it just wouldn't be the right timing for a cat. So, and guys, I apologize for my ceiling in the background here, that drywall. We're working to get that fixed. I know we see that in my recent videos, so I do apologize for my background there. I'll be at a new location here shortly where you won't see stuff like that. So I know that's distracting, so I apologize. But anyway, back to Nicole and Mahout. So yeah, her and Mahout start talking, and she says she wants to go back to America, and he's has his feelings about that and everything, and like I know he took it a certain type of way, but she didn't say she wants a divorce from Mahout. She just said she wants to just go back to America, and I think she should. I mean, we've been saying that all season. She should just go back to America. If she wants to bring him, bring him. Work on bringing him. But yeah, just come back, Nicole. We just want you to come back. We'll see you on Happily Ever After. If you come back, you can be on Happily Ever After next season. So we'll just come back. That's all I'm going to say about that. Next couple is Danielle and Johan. So, oh my God. Last week we seen Danielle and Johan. It was Johan's birthday, and Danielle threw him a surprise party, and she left because he wasn't grateful for her, but he was grateful for the family, because he still mad her that the ex is coming in to visit and everything. So this episode, Danielle meets with her ex. She said her and Johan got into another big fight about it and everything, but she went on and met the ex anyway. They went on this little boat ride, this little cruise line. Like, it was like, it looked like a romantic date. They went on a cruise line, just met up and chat. His name's like Tion or something, or whatever. And, she said that, Johan is not happy with this. And, the ex-husband, actually, I would have thought the ex-husband would have been like, oh, I still love you, I still care about you, or something like that. Because normally, ex dudes are like that. I'm not like that, but on normal occasions, ex-dudes are really like that. They're like, I still love you, I still care about you, you're mine, let's go home together, and all that. I'm surprised he didn't do that. He was just like, we had our time, but It's over. And, I want to meet him. Johan doesn't want to meet him. And I don't blame Johan for not wanting to meet him. So, they talk, It looks like by the previews of next week, it looks like they are going to meet. And it's not going to go really well. I think Johan's going to say some crazy stuff and everything. But I'm kind of just surprised that Danielle actually went. And you know what? My thing about that, meeting with the ex is one thing, but did they really have to go on like a little boat ride? Did they really have to go like on a date type setting when you're married? Like for real? Did they really have to do that? And Danielle is a person. She'll do what she wants to, and she even said that. Even last week when she went to go get Johan's cake at the bakery, and she wanted a certain type of way, and she was arguing with the employee and everything, and she's like, I always get what I want and everything. She just has that attitude and that mentality and stuff that really just I don't like. I don't like. And the fact that she did this, especially her being married, I know she's frustrated with Johan, but I don't blame her. Like, come on. Like, I don't blame her. Like, you're married now. You're freshly married. You're in a different country and everything. And you gonna bring your ex and everything, and you're mad because, like, your husband's mad. So, like, come on, Danielle. Like, just come on. I mean, come on. I mean, really, come on. I know, like, apparently on social media she's telling everybody like to like quit attacking her as well. And yeah, no, we're not attacking her. But again, we're just calling it as we see. And I know, like in 90 Day Fiance, I know editing. There's a lot of editing issues that make it look worse than what it is. Some scenes could possibly be scripted. It's never been confirmed by anybody that 90 Day Fiance is scripted. And some people will say it's scripted. Some people say no, it's all real. I remember a couple years ago when it was Stephanie and Ryan. Stephanie had said that her scenes were all scripted and everything and whatever, but I think she was lying because like she clearly said she went on the show to promote her business, and that's not how we do things here. So so I so yeah, I know what editing does, but for Danielle, she's not getting a good edit. She's really not getting a good edit. So we'll see how that goes. Next couple is Gabe and Isabel. So we just seen Gabe. We didn't see Isabel. Gabe had to return back to America because he had to get his birth certificate switched from female to male so he could go back to Colombia to marry Isabel. He meets up with his mom and sister to let them know that he's engaged and everything. He didn't tell them, and they were upset that he didn't tell them, but he wanted to keep it vague. And then the sister was just like, well, you need to get a prenup. And Gabe was just like, I don't know how like marriage and stuff and weddings work in Colombia, but that's not a topic I want to talk with Isabel with. Because I mean, again, that is a recipe for disaster and a contract, like a recipe for divorce and stuff. So yeah, I don't want to discuss that and everything. And now the sister is heading back to once he gets his documents straightened out. The sister is going with him to Colombia for the wedding. I guess the wedding is going to be 2 weeks from after he returns to Colombia and stuff. And the sister, she's like, I'm very protective. She's gonna call Isabel out and everything on certain things. And I'm just like, wow, Isabel has not shown anything like suspicious to me. She has been like positive, sweet, hardworking, great mother through this entire season. And I don't think that I understand the sister is protective, but I don't think she needs to go up there and give Isabel the third degree. That's just my opinion. So when they were meeting with the mom and sister, they asked, well, did you tell Isabel's parents that you're transgender? And he said, yep. And they were cool with it and everything. And they were like, is Isabel going to help with the wedding? She's like, yes. So, like, things are, I mean, I'm really surprised that Gabe didn't really tell his family ahead of time, like, what's really going on. Maybe the show tells them not to do that or whatever. Just wait till filming. Wait till we film it or whatever. But yeah, I think the sister's cool. I like the sister, but I don't think she needs to go to Columbia to give Isabel the third degree. But Gabe really loves Isabel. I do think Gabe needs to be a little bit more aware of what he's doing. Sometimes he's just being a little bit reckless. He needs to be more aware, and that was one of the frustrations that Isabel had with him. So yeah, that was that. And the last couple I want to talk is Chris and Jamie. So Chris had to return. Last week we seen Chris return to America to fix some bank problems, but then she had to start working because they're out of money. This episode, and now they're fighting because they're not communicating that well. This episode we seen Chris talk to her mother, and she told her mother what's going on, and the mother was just like, this is what happens when you have two drama queens together and everything. Now apparently Jamie though hasn't been trying to really find a job, and Chris is working to send her money and everything. Like all the money that Chris is making is going to Jamie basically. And and they're fighting over that. And the mother was just like, this is what I was worried about with Jamie. I thought she was going to be a user and everything, but Chris did say that she was going to take care of a lot of things, so to let Jamie off the hook. But that's if they were still in Columbia together, and now they're not at the moment. We also seen Jamie go and talk to her friends and just let out a little steam. She was just like, I don't feel like I have a wife. They're not communicating that well. Although Jamie did say that Chris did bought a ticket to return, so we may see Chris go back to Columbia here shortly. So yeah, I mean, it's a little complex with that one. I understand both sides. This is one of those I get both sides. I get Chris wanting to make more money. I'm fine with that. But I also get Jamie that, we just got married and you left me and you're not even communicating with me. I know they fight a lot, but we're still wives. And I think if you're married and in a long distance thing overseas like that, you have to have better communication. And I know certain people can get a little bit more busier than times, but you got to make time for the person that you're talking to. No matter how busy I am, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm going to make time to talk to somebody. I'm going to respond to them. Some people don't like it when you respond right away, and all that. And then they get mad if you don't respond right away. It's just, you respond when you can, but I always make time. No matter what I'm doing, I always just make time for my friends. So I hope that Jamie and Chris realize that. So like I said, I see both sides to that. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, I thank you guys so much for your love and support. Again, with the comments, I'm starting to get a little bit more comments. They're okay, but again, please keep the comments clean. I always say in every description, no racial comments, no homophobic comments, no transphobic comments, no comments about me. You can talk about the show, but keep it PG. Keep it PG. I don't do trolls. I had to delete. I got one troll comment the other day, and I had to report it. So please, with the comments, I love doing these, but I will not be tolerating the disrespectful comments or any personal attack comments. So keep it like that. Keep it clean. I do want y'all to comment, but it has to only be about the episode. So just remember that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I recap Love in Paradise. So have a great day, guys.